St. Joseph Mustangs trying to make it back to the Mink League Championship Series.
You could feel the momentum shift, and they were able to take advantage.
They are the Mink League champions for the 7th time in team history.
The 4th. Paul Liner up the middle, over the glove of Nibbins. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score.
And those guys were just so tough all year long, especially towards the end. You know, they got hot when it mattered the most.
The St. Joseph Mustangs are 2021 Mink League champions.
They were super excited for the opportunity to bring a championship back.
Welcome back to another episode of the St. Joe Mustang Show right here on KQ2, brought to you by Getz Credit Union and Triumph Foods. Chris Roush, Mitchell Ribs Ribberall here with me.
That works.
I know you want the other one. You want prime time.
We'll stick
no,
with
No,
ribs.
you want prime time.
No, we'll stick with ribs.
All right. Anyway, busy week for the St. Joe Mustangs this week, but it was also a busy week last week, especially with the 2022 Hall of Fame class.
Yeah, there were 3 inductees, 2 individuals, 1 team, and it was actually pretty interesting because that was the first time I've ever met any of them, any of the family members, even seen the team before. So that was really interesting to see. We had the former general manager, former central coach who started the program, and even the lone softball state champs in the St. Joseph.
Being inducted in the Hall of Fame is a great honor.
Last Saturday, St. Joseph inducted 2 individuals and a team into the St. Joe Baseball Hall of Fame. One of them, Gus Saris.
Quite an amazing person, so I think it's a great legacy for him to be inducted into this. So we're honored to accept that for him.
Saris, beloved by the community, even starting the Central High School baseball program. The longtime coach passed away back in 2012, but his family there and grateful for the honor.
I think because he was such an amazing coach and a great teacher, great mentor, this is a great lasting legacy for him to be honored in his name.
Another inductee, the 2013 Leblanc softball team.
Coming out on the field today, all of us reconnected just like it was yesterday when we played that state championship game, and it is a huge honor to be able to say that we've been inducted into the Hall of Fame.
This team was and still is the only St. Joe softball team to win a state championship.
It's such an honor to be a part of the only softball team in St. Joe, and I think it's awesome to do it in front of our hometown, in front of little girls who look up to us and may have the same aspirations to do the same thing.
Led by head coach Wayne Miller, the Golden Eagles finished the season 26-3, including a 21-game winning streak to finish the season, and while winning the state title 8-6 with only 12 players on the entire roster. The third and final inductee, former Mustangs general manager Rick Muntean.
Rick Muntean, Hall of Famer. How about that?
Muntean helped get the ball rolling for the St. Joe Mustangs back in 2009.
I will never regret it for my life. It means everything to me. It really does. And I'm getting kind of choked up about it, and I said I wasn't, but it does mean a lot to me, and I love the people, and I love St. Joe.
And being a part of the Hall of Fame, something Muntean says is a top moment.
Seriously, one of the most special moments of my life. I'm going to sleep with this thing tonight. It's been, I couldn't thank Kai enough, and it was a labor of love, but it came to fruition, man. It's a beautiful thing.
The 3 new additions to the St. Joe Baseball Hall of Fame, a moment none of them will ever forget. Just good vibes all around from that entire Hall of Fame game, and it was especially interesting meeting Rick Muntean because of just his history with the St. Joe Mustangs. And I mean, without him, the show probably wouldn't be here.
I'm trying to get past the fact you said good vibes, Ribs.
It was good vibes. There's nothing bad about it.
Couldn't have said better, Ribs. Anyway, the Mustangs have a lot of local connections every year, top to bottom. Owner, local, Kai Turner, Benton grad, Johnny Coy, Benton grad. You get the idea. One pitcher who's been with this team a lot over the years, Dawson Smith, went to Central High School, pitched at Emporia State in the MIAA. He looks back on his career so far. Dawson Smith grew up playing baseball at Phil Welch Stadium, and for the last 4 years with the Mustangs, he keeps getting to relive those childhood moments.
Playing in my hometown has always been a dream of mine. Like growing up, coming to the Mustangs games, it's always been special to me to be a part of it as a fan and now as a player.
Smith, one of the longest tenured Mustangs on the roster, keeps coming back to the winning organization. One, because it's home here in St. Joseph, but also because of the atmosphere and the relationships he's made.
What stands out to me the most is how you can go and play only 2 months with a group of guys, and at the end of the summer, they're some of your best friends that you'll have for a lifetime.
A standout pitcher at Central and High School, Smith turned it into an opportunity to play college ball in the MIAA at Emporia State.
I was used to like throwing a lot and being like that guy. But then when I went to Emporia State, my first couple of seasons, I didn't get to throw a lot. So it was kind of special to me, and it kind of transferred me into like my work ethic that I have now and the humbling experience that I had with my first couple of years there.
Looking back on it, Smith believes that's helped him in the long run.
It was definitely a learning experience, and if I could go back, I probably wouldn't change anything. I am so grateful for the relationships that I had with the coaches and my teammates there, and it's always going to hold a special place for me in my heart.
Not every pitch or every game goes Smith's way, and it's like that for any athlete, but he's proud of the work he's put into being a good baseball player.
I like to work my tail off when nobody's watching, and if it pays off, it pays off, but if it doesn't, then I know what to build from and work on. And I think that's going to be great for anybody to do, not even within sports, but just like your everyday job that you might have.
In the midst of his 4th season with the team, Smith continues to embrace and enjoy every moment he has at Phil Welch Stadium with this Mustangs team, because he knows just how special it all is.
Being able to just play relaxed and have fun playing the sport we all love, I think is a great way for us to get close.
Still ahead on the St. Joe Mustangs show, the Mustangs in their makeup game on Tuesday had an anonymous donor give 1,000 tickets away for the game. We'll tell you more about that. And
Blaze's Battleground this week, Chris doesn't get his rematch that he wanted, but actually it's a family affair. Who comes out on top this week? Welcome back to this week's episode of the St. Joe Mustang Show, joined by Mustangs owner Kai Turner once again. A little closer quarters this time, but
I'm here too. Somehow you just took over the introductions of everything.
yes.
It's finally, it feels like this place is going with a good direction now. It's kind of evolved since the beginning, and it's where it's supposed to be. So thank you, Mitchell.
No problem.
What are you insinuating?
You can start.
All right, we'll get into it then, Kai. Obviously, a big weekend coming up for you. Just July 3rd, July 4th, tomorrow, and on Monday. Just how much excitement is there for those 2 days? Because those are some of the biggest games of the year for you guys.
Yeah, this is fun, and so this is where the magic happens. And so we've kind of figured out what we're doing here, and here we are, July 3rd, July 4th. Independence Day weekend's always a blast for us, and so it's something we look at opening day, we've got some weekend stuff, but it doesn't matter where July 3rd and 4th are. We always circle those on the calendar.
Obviously have a bunch of weekends that have a lot of events, like the Hall of Fame weekend, and just what sets July 4th weekend apart, because you got the fireworks, like you said, honoring family. So what is that just the fans enjoy so much about it?
It's just that tradition that we've created. We're almost 15 years in now, and so to be on people's calendars with our fireworks show has been tremendous this year. So thanks to our partner who shoots that, Aerial Effects, local company. They do a phenomenal job. Our sponsors there with Mosaic Life Care, but our fireworks shows have been fantastic, and so we do something obviously a little bit extra special for July 3rd and 4th. We got 3 days in a row with fireworks, July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and so that is a lot of fun. And so to be able to have that going on this weekend is certainly, I know a lot of families are excited about. And so, I go back to like on July 4th, we've got the 360 fireworks going off all over the place. And so I can tell you ticket sales are going nuts. And then just the family tradition coming out here, rooting on the Mustangs and then sticking around for fireworks is a fun activity for everyone.
Yeah, and how big is that? Sorry to cut you off there, Chris, but so July 4th, it's like a time where everyone gets to see family and you barbecue usually, but having them make their plans yearly to come to Phil Welch.
I'll never, first off, like the game itself on both days are two big games. Chillicothe on the 3rd and then Sedalia on the 4th. And so those are two big games for us. But, also this is a lot of times when a lot of our players' families will come from all over the country and come watch. I'll never forget we had some players from Texas and, one of the families had a sign that said, I drove all the way from Texas, and they drew the Texas flag and the fun stuff. So we see a lot of different people here. A lot of times it's our first time experiencing Phil Welch, and so it's such a fun experience for us. On the field, it's super important. Off the field, we've got people from all over celebrating the 4th with us. And then afterwards it's the fireworks, and so it's a really neat time for us that we look forward to. And then once it's over, it's like, holy cow, then we're in the middle of a playoff race. So this is our chance to sit down and enjoy the festivities of the holiday and around it. And then after that, baseball really picks up. So it's really neat. And the other part of that too is every July 4th we get a chance to host. Our host family coordinator Jennifer Koch puts together a dinner each July 4th for the families, and so you get a chance to relax, get to know each other off the field and their families, and really I think you kind of see like the chemistry pick up because when you see these parents and siblings and you get to eat together and really get to know each other, it's really fun. And so part of that experience, part of the Mustangs family, and then we get after it pretty quick after that.
Welcome back to this week's episode of the St. Joe Mustang Show, sponsored by Getz Credit Union and Triumph Foods. And this season has been going pretty well for all of the fans showing up and showing out at Phil Welch Stadium.
That's a fact, Jack.
That's exactly what my Uncle Zeke would say. That's a fact. Don't know who Jack is.
Who's Uncle Zeke?
My uncle.
Oh, I don't know him.
Really?
Well, should I?
No, you shouldn't.
I shouldn't know Uncle Zeke. Anyway, like you said, it's been a great year for St. Joe Mustang fans out here, and one anonymous donor made sure 1,000 Mustang fans enjoyed a night of baseball this week.
The St. Joseph Mustangs pride themselves on being affordable family fun for the summer.
It's kind of like the epitome of Mustangs baseball. The reason why we're here is for our community, and so to have someone else recognize that and want to be a part of that is really special.
And this past week, a lot of fans took in a baseball game thanks to a generous donation.
It was just, it was really nice. That's the thing. It's just like, wow. It's kind of like the Secret Santa going out there, and it just makes a difference that continues on and has that domino effect.
An anonymous donor bought 1,000 tickets for Tuesday night's game, giving a lot of people a chance to take in a Mustangs game.
A lot of people, it was their first time visits. It was really interesting for me to have some of these conversations with people in the stands, and it's my first time to Phil Welch experiencing a game, but through the generosity of this individual to afford them the opportunity to be able to do that. And then, of course, all of them said, we'll be back. This was so much fun. And that's what we're telling people. Initially, we were the best kept secret. It's not a secret anymore.
The Mustangs love seeing people helping people in our community. And it doesn't matter the deed. Just try and make a difference in someone else's day.
We're not asking for that for everyone. Sometimes it's just as simple as holding the door open for someone or smiling at someone or telling them that you like their earrings. But, for someone to step up and do that was phenomenal, and we hope it just continues that effect.
Blaze's Battleground this week, Chris doesn't get his rematch that he wanted, but actually, it's a family affair. Who comes out on top this week? Welcome back to this week's episode of the St. Joe Mustangs show and another episode of Blaze's Battleground. I'd say it's a pretty special one because we have Blaze Kemper, who's 5-0, going up against Bryce Kemper, who's 0-0 but looking to start 1-0. And this one's kind of interesting because it's a father-son duo.
I taught him everything he knows, so.
It's time to end this.
Blaze, in the winter of 2021, we're going in the past, your dad hit a career win milestone. What number was it?
5,000.
Man, that'd be impressive, but no.
No,
that was not
no, that
5,000.
is wrong. Would you like to?
400.
400, correct. Yeah. Bryce, in what league does the St. Joe Mustangs play in?
The Mink.
Mink League? Correct.
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
Who hit the walk-off to win against Jefferson City?
Oh, that's easy. Tyler Petrosino.
Correct. Bryce, can you name the basketball jersey numbers for each of your children? High school.
Yeah, when they were in high school. Braden was 4, Briley was 5, and Blaze was 51.
Correct. All 3. Did you know that one?
Yep.
Yeah? Okay.
I thought you would forget it, but okay.
Okay. Blaze, who has the most wins this season as a pitcher?
I'm going to say Braden Berry.
Braden Berry, close. It was Dawson Smith. Kansas City Royals struggling this year.
Yes.
They've put together a little win streak here and there. What is their highest win streak this season?
I think 3 games. I'm going to guess 3.
3 is correct. All right, Blaze. Who was the starting pitcher for the Royals on your birthday?
Zach Greinke.
Correct. What place did Mid-Buchanan Soccer get at state this year?
They got 4th place in state, lost in overtime and double overtime. Double overtime in the semis, but heck of a year for Coach Beers and team.
Correct. What is the name of the KU player on the Mustangs?
Jack Wagner.
Correct. Ooh. How far is the left field fence at Phil Welch Stadium?
I'm going to go 360.
360? Do you know what it is?
It's 320.
It is 320. It is 320. Who has the most stolen bases on the Mustangs this season? I'll give you 3 choices. Okay. Carl Corper. You know who he is? Washington. Go Oregon. Trevor McCollum or Michael Paul?
Michael Paul?
That is correct. Okay. All right. Bryce, who is leading the all-time series against the Raiders and Chiefs?
Sadly, I think the Chiefs are ahead by probably about 10 games.
It is the Chiefs. Who, against what team and opposing coach did you score your first points this season?
Braden Kemper from North Platte.
Who's your favorite child? No, I'm just playing. Who was the Super Bowl MVP in Super Bowl 18? And actually, it was quite a while ago. It was actually the Raiders' last Super Bowl win.
Man. Oh, I'll try Marcus Allen. I don't think that'll be right.
Marcus Allen? That is correct. Oh my gosh. Blaze, what college baseball team called Phil Welch Stadium their home?
Missouri Western State University.
That is correct. There is an international player on the St. Joe Mustangs this season. What country is he from?
Well, let's go Italy.
Italy? Japan. Oh. Japan. Blaze, opening day was on Wednesday this year. What day of June was it?
June 1st.
That is correct, and Blaze, wow, I can't say I saw that one coming, but Blaze, you are the champion, 6-0, probably the best trivia contest we've had.
That was close.
Well, welcome back to the St. Joe Mustangs show right here on KQ2, presented by Getz Credit Union Triumph Foods. We'll wrap things up here on this week's show. Last week, for some reason, you thought I asked you if you wanted to be a tenderloin for a day, and you decided you wanted to be a mashed potato tenderloin.
With gravy on it, because you have to have gravy on.
Right, but I was saying it in a way not for you to reincarnate yourself for the tenderloin.
Well, that's the way you made it sound.
That's not what I meant to say. So anyway, this week...
We got to work on our communication skills.
We do. Uncle Zeke did not teach you that.
Uncle Zeke did not.
He just taught you one line, and that's all he ever taught you.
That's a fact.
But
Jack.
Thank you. Before we get out of here, you know, obviously a couple of big days ahead, July 3rd, July 4th. Mustangs do a lot of special things. This will be your first time out for the Mustangs. They're skydivers. A really cool couple of days for the Mustangs coming up.
Yeah, and I'm very excited to see the skydivers. Just overall, the entire July 4th festivities, I'm excited to see what they bring.
What type of hot dog do you eat?
Any hot dog at a baseball game.
Have you tried some of the Mustang dogs they have here?
I have.
Which one?
All of them.
You tried all those? Like the s'mores?
Not the s'mores. Okay,
Yeah,
maybe
s'mores,
not.
S'mores when you can't
that was
do.
a joke. My bad.
Oh, well.
That wasn't funny. Okay.
July 3rd, July 4th, that's right around the corner. Tomorrow and on Monday, we'll be out here. We'll have plenty more on the St. Joe Mustangs next Saturday here on the Mustangs Show, and that's a fact.
Jack, thanks for watching.